Hi everyone, I hope you all are fine and doing well, and welcome to Bion for Bench. So today in this lecture, we are going to understand that how can we read and write file by using Python programming language. So before this lecture, I hope you all watched my previously uploaded lecture regarding how to download and install Jupyter Notebook on your system, how can you use basic Python programming language, what are Python data types, and how can we store variables. So starting today's lecture, you all know the importance of reading and writing file. So when you're working with Python, you don't need to import a library in order to read and write files. There are functions like open, read, and write through which we can work. So let's start. So firstly, I'm going to open Jupyter Notebook. So I'm just going to, rename it working with files. I'm just going to rename it. Okay, so it's renamed it. Now I'm just going to, open a file which already exists on my home page. Let's say if I'm interested to open dna.txt file. So I'm going to show you that this file is already exists on this home page. So if you want to upload a file here, whether it's a text file or IBYNP file, so you have to click up on upload, and then you can easily get access to your desktop or anything, and you can upload the file here. Okay, once you upload it, so now I'm going to write a variable in which I'm going to store my file. I'm going to open it. I'm using open function for that. Okay, so then I'm just writing the name of that file, which is dna.txt. I'm also going to open on screen keyboard for you guys that you can easily see what keys I'm using for this. Okay, once I write this command, I'm just going to store it in another variable. Okay, so I'm just going to write a dot. I'm going to use read function for that. In a dot read, I'm going to write. I'm just going to print it, and for that, for your easiness, I'm just telling you step by step. And now you have to write here B. Okay, so now it should be print. Okay, so you can see the file dna.txt which I open, then I read, and then I print. So now it's printing. Okay, if you want to know that what is the type of this file, then you again, I am already told you in my last lecture, you can see the type by printing it. Okay, so you can see now it says that it's a string. The data type is a string. So this is how you open a file and you can read it. Now, you can do many things more with this. Let's say if you want to print the length of file. So how can you do that? Again, I'm just going to use print, then length and B. So now it's going to print 45. Okay, one thing more. If you want to do slicing, for example, if you want to print values from ACTG, you want to print this specifically. So you have to do slicing for that. Okay. So how we do slicing in Python? Firstly, I write this B, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to print it from here. So I write 4. Column, I want to print it till here, T, let's say. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm writing 4, 10. So you can see it's exactly printing what I asked for. Okay, so it's printing from here till here, because in Python the indexing starts from 0. So that's why I count like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I print it till 10. So obviously till here it's print. This is how you do slicing on Python. I'm going to make another lecture regarding this topic for you. so you will able to understand it better. So now I'm going to tell you that how can you write a file on Python programming language. So firstly, I'm just going to write a variable for that. Let's say I have write x. Now I'm going to write open function, open, which is a built-in function. I already told you. Now I have to give the name, whatever a name I want to give to my file. One thing to remember here, that the name whatever I am giving, it shouldn't be exist here. Okay, let's say I cannot make another file like dna.txt. It would be created, but it's going to replace this file. Okay, so if you want to replace it or if you want to add some data, so you can write different modes for it. I'm going to tell you that how can we use different modes for that. If you want to create a new file, then don't give existing file name. So I'm just going to write a our name. I'm just going to name it az.text. Okay, once I do that, now I have to define the mode. Okay, so there are three types of mode available: read, write, append. Read is represented by R, write is represented by W, write is represented by W, and append is represented by A. Okay, so read mode is used when the file is only being read. Write mode is used to edit and write new information to the file. Appending mode is used to add new data to the end of the file. Okay, so right now I'm using W because I want to write the file. Okay, so now I'm going to press enter. So how can you write in the file? You have already named it az.text. Let's say I'm going to open this file. Firstly, I check that the file is created or not. Let's say I'm going to az. Okay, az.text. So, okay, you can see that the file is created, and now you can see that the file is empty. Okay, so I'm going to write in the file. How can I write? X dot write. So now I'm going to write in the file. How can I write? Let's say I'm going to write, so I have to x dot write hi. Okay, that's how we can write in the file. Now it is very important, once you read the file or either you are writing on the file, so remember to close the file. It is very important. X dot close. So for that there is a close function which we are going to use, and we are going to run it. Okay, so it's run, the file is closed now. Now I want to see whether the file is created or not. So for that I've already write az on my home page, and now I'm going to open it. So you can see here that hi is printing. So I hope you are able to read and write on Python. Okay, now it's time to do to use append mode. So how can we work with that mode? Let's see. So for example, I'm going to use another variable for that. Let's say I'm going to make it is a variable append. Okay, then I'm going to write open function, and I'm going to open this file az.text. Remember, I've already closed the file. Then I'm going to use append mode, and I have to write something in the file. So for that, what I'm going to do, append dot write. What I want to write? Welcome to my channel bio info bench. Now I'm going to close the file. As I told you, it is very important to close the file. Append dot close, bracket on off, and now run it. Okay, now let's see it, the az.text file, whether it's been updated or not. So you can see it's been updated. All about today's lecture. Hope you like today's lecture as well, and stay tuned to the channel. Thank you.